Hi everybody, Ezra Levant here again. I'm here at the camp and my friends Lincoln and Alexa are here. In fact, they were here yesterday and did some interviews, including to learn that the FEMA, that's the Federal Emergency Management Authority, came by and these local folks kicked them out. Apparently they don't like how FEMA's trying to take control of things. That lady in the background in the pink there, she's one of the organizers, and she told me that they have a pharmacy. What's interesting to me is that they have, as you can see here, a Starlink system. So I offered them the use of ours, but they said they have one here for the public and they have one there in the pharmacy. They're actually taking prescriptions and then running up the road to get them filled. So they're doing a lot of things here. But communications really, we forget how plugged in we are in society. What would you do if everything went down? In Canada, there was an outage at Rogers, one of the largest cable internet cell phone providers, and it was like the whole economy froze up. Well, that's what's been going on here for more than a week. How do you communicate when email is down, when phone calls don't work? And think about all the things that run on the internet, like a credit card machine. And that sounds sort of simple, but imagine going through life without a credit card, without a Interac card, without phones. People do congregate here. I've seen people walking here to use the internet. What was interesting, I was talking to a husband and wife who were just checking their email at the Wi-Fi hotspot that's from the Starlink, and they said that in the early days there was an actual airplane flying overhead with messages. I said, did they tow them? They said no, that the airplane had loudspeakers. Imagine that. She said it was hard to hear the message over the drone of the airplane, but they did have one message about a road being open at 6 a.m. and another message about where to get services. So it's interesting. That's really a reversion to old school technology. How do you communicate when you're so used to communicating through modern telecoms when they go down? Well, literally an airplane came by with loudspeakers. One more thing I want to note is the Hawaiian flag flying over here. It's a beautiful flag. I always thought it was very interesting. That's the kingdom of Hawaii. It's flying upside down, and I just saw it's a really popular thing in Hawaii for pickup trucks to fly flags on the back. It's a real Hawaiian pride move, and they're upside down too. As you know, flying a flag upside down is a sign of distress, and people here certainly are in distress. I want to turn around just one more time, and I'm just remarking on what I've seen here, that people are gathering. I got here at around 6 a.m., which is when the sun rose. It's now, let me check, 6:40. So people are gathering. I understand that there are meetings here that are convened in this park. Various meetings, community meetings. It's a central gathering place, which makes sense because there's food, there's medicine, there's all sorts of even dog care behind it. So this has become an alternative government in a way. Very charitable, very loving in that Hawaiian tradition. And my colleagues Alexa and Lincoln told me that they shooed away the FEMA agents who came. They didn't trust them or didn't want them to run it. But from what I can see, this is a very well run camp, very thoughtfully arranged. I asked what I could do to help, and they said help clean up garbage. And just even that was the first thing they suggested shows the care they're taking. That's what you hear from people who are in the local community. I'm just going to pivot one more time to show you that the community is gathering. People are coming from the nearby residences ready for the day to begin. So I won't continue any longer. I just wanted to tell you the story of the husband and wife who mentioned that in the first few days, they literally had an airplane with loudspeakers, which I've never heard of before. And I wanted to show you the flag and tell you a little bit about the FEMA incursion here that Lincoln and Alexa witnessed. Okay, that's it for me. I'm going to team up with Lincoln and Alexa now. We're going to go to the areas where the tragedy hit. As you can see, this area is spared. It's so beautiful, you wouldn't know the tragedy has hit until you talk to the people and realize what has happened just a few miles down the way. You can see my friend Alexa behind me is interviewing Amber, who's one of the leaders of the camp. You can see all our reports at thetruthaboutmaui.com. You can help chip into our citizen journalism there. And we'll also have information about how you can help the camps.